Hi, it's Tay. Welcome to my channel. Was that a little cheesy? It felt kind of weird. But I just feel like my other intro was just kind of bleh. I don't know. So I'm just kind of trying to switch it up, you know, make it a little bit spicy in here. But welcome to my channel. If you are new, what is up? And if you are a returning subscriber, Riley wants to say hi. Hey, say hi. You want to say hi? No? He's a little shy. So, like I said, if you are new, welcome to the Tay Bay fam. Today we are going to do a one brown tutorial, Wet n Wild. This idea came from somebody who entered my giveaway a couple weeks back, and I was like, alright, I like Wet n Wild. I'm down to do Wet n Wild. If you want any other one brown tutorials, if you want any other one brand tutorials, definitely comment down below and give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Let me know which ones you guys would like to see next. I'm all for your opinions. The only thing is I sat down, I got all my makeup ready, gathered it all together, and I was like, alright, cool, we're ready. I got everything except for the fact that I don't have liner. I didn't get liner, I don't know why, so don't hate me, I'm sorry, but we're already here, so we're just gonna roll with it. I think I have everything else besides the liner. It's a little dark in here, I don't know what it is, but every time I sit down to film, like I sit down in front of my window for the natural light, so every time I sit down to film a tutorial, the sun just goes away, and I'm like, what the hell? So I'm sorry, you guys. The weather just hates me, basically. Everybody's against me. And this is the longest intro ever. So without further ado, let's get started onto this video. I think I'm going to do my eyebrows first, and then my eyeshadow, and then, you know, all that good stuff. Just because that's what I normally do. So I got the Wet n Wild Coloricon Brow Pencil. This is in the shade Brunetteds, Do It Better. Okay, so I zoomed you guys in a little bit, and I'm just going to go ahead and get started on the brows. Now, I never used this product before, and it is super duper creamy and like soft. It's really, really soft. I barely like push down on it and product just like comes out. It actually feels a little waxy, which, I mean, I'm all for. I don't like, it's not super waxy. I'm itchy. This is actually like a little too pigmented in my opinion. Like, you really have no room for error here, which makes it quite stressful. Well, for me, I mean, like, I don't know. I'm being dramatic. Alright, I see you. Dude, this lighting is just gonna kill me today. I hate it because I feel so bad. Like, I want to film, but every time I try to film, the lighting goes away. It is a very nice pigmented product though. I think it could be a little too pigmented, and it's definitely hard to create fine lines. This will be good to just like fill in, not necessarily create. So if you're somebody who has very thin brows, I don't think that product would be great for you guys. For me, it wasn't so much of a problem, just in certain areas where I normally like to do small hair-like strokes. But other than that, it's an okay product. I just think it'll be a little annoying to constantly have to sharpen. Moving on. So I already actually had the eyeshadow primer. As you guys should know, this is like my fave. This is the Photo Focus eyeshadow primer. It's just a very good primer, and you get a lot of product in here. I feel like I've had this forever. Okay, for some eyeshadow, I have the Wet n Wild Coloricon eyeshadow collection. This is in the shade Petal Pusher. I was gonna get this one, and there's another one that has like a whole bunch of like bright colors, but I opted for this one. Oh my god, I can't open it. I actually have not used this. I bought this just a couple of like weeks ago. Well, it was like a week ago, I'm being dramatic. But I think it's nice. So you have all of your like purple tone shades here, and then over here you have more darker shades, like if you want a more dramatic look. I think today I'm going to go with the purple. I haven't played with purple in a while. And I think it's so cute because it tells you like brow bone, crease, lid, and the, it says definer, but I think that's like for your under eye, and maybe if you want to do like liner with it. We're going to go ahead and dip into this. We're going to start with the bone shade right here. It actually looks like it might have a little bit of shimmer in it. And we're just going to set the primer with that. I think I'm just going to go ahead and use it the way that it says to see how it looks like. You know what I mean. So this right here is the crease shade, and we're going to take that with my handy dandy blending brush. This is from Mally. I love this brush so much. That's all it says on here is Mally. I don't know exactly what it's called, but I got this in a boxy charm a couple of months ago, and it is so soft. It blends out like a dream. I love it. So we're just going to go ahead and dip into this purple shade. Nothing's really coming up on the brush, but it kind of looks like I got punched in the eye, but with a more defined blending brush like these right here. I'm going to go in with that same shade, but I'm hoping it'll pick up a little bit more product so I can kind of define it more just in the crease area. This, I'm so glad I did my eyeshadow first because this is some messy shit. That's not bad. I'm going to do the other eye. I don't know how I feel about it. It's kind of messy. I'm going to try to clean up my brow bone area real fast. I'm going to, of course, use the brow bone shade. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with a like flat brush. I'm going to go into the lid shade right here, and then I'm going to wet it with some setting spray, the Wet n Wild setting spray. It's just a very soft like wash of color. I mean, you really can't even tell the difference that I even put anything on compared to this eye with this eye. But, I mean, it's cute. I like it. I'm not mad at it. I am mad that I didn't pick up a liner because I think a wing liner would tie this look up nicely. Okay, now I'm just going to blend everything out with this. I think I'm going to go in with this shade right here, Definer. It has a little bit of glitter, so I don't know how good that will look. But I am going to do it anyway. So I'm going to go in, get it all nice and pretty on the brush. We're going to wet the brush. Okay, so I think that's as good as it's gonna get. I really need to clean up my under eye. Do you guys see how much fallout is there? Like, I look like I seriously got punched. Okay, so I cleaned it up a little bit. I'm gonna zoom you guys out. Did you guys notice I got a haircut? Probably not, because you probably can't even see. You probably were never really able to see my hair before, but so my hair goes to right here now. Before it would go to like right here. I just showed you guys my boobs. Okay, so for the face primer, I have the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Face Primer. On the back it says Magical Potion. It's supposed to like refine your pores, fill fine lines, brightens, and even skin tone. It feels really good actually in my hands. This kind of reminds me of my Catrice one. It feels good. It feels good. Whoa! I just wanted a little bit for the forehead. That's okay. We're just gonna extra prime. You guys, I wish that I could like wear headbands when I do makeup tutorials, but the thing is, when I do, my bangs stay in that formation. Like, my bangs stay in the headband formation, and usually I don't like that kind of look. So now we're gonna move on to foundation. I did not want a beauty blender, so we're just gonna use all brushes, which is fine with me because for whatever reason I have been just using brushes lately to blend out, and I don't know why. But this is the infamous Wet n Wild Photo Focus Foundation. I am in the shade Soft Ivory. I feel like I'm putting so much foundation on, but this is so fun. Okay, I need to relax. Calm down, Tay Tay. I actually think that the shade might be a shade too light for me, but nothing some bronzer can't fix. Okay, so yeah, this stuff is super full coverage. I mean, super full coverage. Usually how I can tell if I don't have any redness peeking through, and girl, do you see any redness? No, I just see a damn ghost staring back at the mirror. I'm going to use the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Concealer. This is the lightest shade they have. This is the shade Light Ivory, and honestly, if you ask me, it looks darker than the foundation. But we gonna roll with it, people. This feels really thick. Like, really, really thick. I actually wish I would have gotten a beauty blender, but I didn't because I don't know. I don't know. I just sat down and I was like, alright, not getting back up. So it blends out really easy. I have not used this concealer actually. My eyebrow is just like not having it. We're gonna set everything using the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Pressed Powder in the shade Warm Light. I'm gonna go in with my Wet n Wild powder brush, and I have used this stuff before and I like it. Mama ain't trying to have no creasing, people. I'm going to take the definer shade, the one we use for the liner on top, and I'm just going to run it on the bottom very closely to the lash line. I feel like this is a fail, like a total fail. Everything in this video is a fail. The lighting, the shadow, the foundation. Just gonna keep rolling with it, people. Keep rolling with it. We're going to go ahead and bronze the face. I have the Wet n Wild Color Icon Bronzer. This says it has SPF 15 in it, which is pretty cool. This is in the shade Ticket to Brazil. This bronzer has a little bit of a sheen in it, so beware. I don't know if you guys can tell on camera, but it just makes my cheeks look a little bit shiny, which I don't really mind. I think it looks nice during the summertime. So now we're going to go in with the contouring palette. This is the Wet n Wild Megaglo. This is in the shade Dulce de Leche. Dulce de Leche. Woohoo! I forgot that it does that. This feels so weird to like contour my cheeks and stuff after using bronzer, because normally I go in with contour first and then bronze the cheeks. That's just what works for me. We're gonna go in with blush. I have the Wet n Wild Color Icon Apricot in the middle, and then I have the Wet n Wild Color Icon Ombre blush in Princess Daiquiries. I think I'm gonna go in with this one. We're going to go in with highlight. This is the Wet n Wild Highlighting Powder in the shade Precious Petals. Took me a while to get my hands on this too. And then I'm just going to pop some in the inner corner, because I didn't really feel like the palette came with a highlighting shade. Now we're going to set the face using the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Setting Spray. But other than that, it's a really good setting spray. I really like it. Alright, so while that's drying, I'm just going to curl my lashes real fast. So for mascara, I picked up the Wet n Wild Lash Renegade Rat Hole, and this is in the shade Brazen Black. Don't know what that means, but I saw black and I was like, great. I'm gonna go in with, so now we just need the lipstick. I have two different shades. I have the Megalast Liquid Catsuit Matte Liquid Lipstick in the shade Flame of the Game. This is like a beautiful hot orange toned red. Gorgeous, but I won't really go with this look. And then we have the Megalast Liquid Catsuit Matte Liquid Lipstick in the shade Coral Corruption, which this will go very nicely. So we're going to use these. Okay, so I don't think that the color goes very well with the eyeshadow, but it's not bad. And that's what I have. So, but anyways, that is all, you guys. I hope you guys liked the video. This was my first all one brand tutorial. So like I said in the beginning, let me know if you want me to do any other brands, what brands you want me to do. And yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching, and definitely don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. You can check out my 2 latest videos on the side right here. Thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye. Shut the fuck up. I've been freaking recording for an hour. Like, girl, how long does it really take? So